All right, and we're back with another edition of the Scotty Knows Show. We have the return of a very popular segment. We have the Mr. Muirhead Minute. Mr. Muirhead, are you ready?
I am indeed, Scotty.
All right, fire away.
To complement tonight's Scotty Knows Show topic, top 5 most anticipated Olympic disciplines, I'd like to relate a story about the 2014 Winter Games. To preface, the Muirhead surname is uncommon, so much so that it is said that anyone bearing the Muirhead spelling has common ancestry. To continue, I took particular interest in the 2014 Olympics because the skip for the Great Britain women's team was Eve Muirhead. She won bronze with her teammates at the Games, hosted in Sochi, Russia. I posted her likeness on the music room door with the following message written in script. To Uncle Scott, from Russia with love, Eve. When my students asked if Eve Muirhead was my niece, I responded, of course. Why would she send me a note if it weren't so? As a huge James Bond fan, which of course she knows, wasn't it thoughtful that she gave a shout out to the title of the second James Bond movie?
Yeah.
It was all in good fun. Eve is actually the daughter of Olympic medalist curler Gordon Muirhead. As I have no brothers, I definitely am not Eve's uncle. And by the way, her brothers, Thomas and Glenn, who are also Olympic curlers, likewise, they are not my nephews. Now, for those who haven't watched curling, it's a sport in which participants try to slide their stone down a 150-foot ice runway, known as the curling sheet, into the bullseye, what they call the button, while knocking their opponent's stone out of the scoring circle, which is called the house. To aid the lead, that's the person who's sliding the stone, teammates use brooms to affect the velocity and the curve of the stone. Strategy, skill, and alertness are essential. And by the way, Eve was recently awarded the MBE in 2020.
Oh, wow.
So do you know what the MBE is?
It's something emeritus, I think.
It's an outstanding member of the British Empire, and it's just
Okay.
one notch below being knighted.
Yep.
So that was
All
kind of
right.
cool.
Are you a Winter Olympics or Summer Olympics person?
I followed the Summer Olympics always, but I thought that was particularly interesting, and it got my interest up in curling after finding out that I have relatives of some sort who are very successful participants in that particular Olympic discipline.
Yeah. Well, all right. Thank you for coming on the show. Are we ever going to get you up at a baseball game this summer?
Oh, I think that's possible. I'm done painting the house today, so you never can tell.
Okay.
Mrs. Muirhead and I have been both playing in the municipal band. I got my picture in your paper, Scotty.
You did?
Yeah, that'd be about the second week, I think, maybe in June.
Okay.
They had pictures of bandsmen, and here Kim Labita, the choir director down here at Lyman, and I show up in the Capital Journal as being members of the band. It's like there's people that have been members of that band for 20 years that have never had their picture in the paper with it. So what an oddity.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Go
ahead.
Well, when's your next Trappers game then?
We have a game in Pier on Wednesday and Thursday, and then we have like 10 days on the road.
Yeah.
And then they're back late July.
Well, Scotty, I don't know if you're a wheel there with the Trappers or not, but we play on Wednesdays, and sometime you really should get us to come down and play for the ball game, do the national anthem or something.
All right. I can see what I can do.
Nothing better than live music.
Yeah.
So a quick plug for the municipal band this week. It's Broadway. So the tunes are going to be from different Broadway productions. I know that they have new arrangements for Mamma Mia by the group ABBA, of course.
Yep.
And what else? Jersey Boys.
Ooh, little Frankie Valley.
Yeah, a little bit of Frankie Valley and the Four Seasons action there.
There's actually a player that has I think it's like Oh Sherry or Sherry, that song. He has that as his walk-up song.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we could play that,
Oh, I'm sure
we need
can.
we need some space in the stands. I guess there's probably about 50 or 60 of us on a good night.
Oofta. All right.
Work up a promo for us, Scotty.
I'll see what I can do.
All right. Hey, have a good evening and best wishes to you this week. I'll put Bryson back on.
All right. All right. And we're back again with a now with Bryson. Bryson, it's been a while since you've been on the show. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I've had a pretty good summer so far. Been in the gym a lot, been lifeguarding a lot, and just playing some gigs with the Army band. That's been a lot of fun. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. What's new with you, Scotty?
Not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot. RIP to the guy on your t-shirt, by the way.
Yeah, no kidding, man. It really sucks.
Yeah. Sorry, Connor. We're probably going to get into Conor McGregor with another guest, so we're going to hold off on that conversation.
Oh yeah, that's totally cool.
But tonight, just right before we started recording this, the Home Run Derby happened. Did you watch it?
Mm-hmm. I did not. Was that on ESPN or was that on Sling?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have ESPN Plus, so.
It was on Sling, but it was on ESPN. So, it was won by Pete Alonso. He hit 23 home runs in the final round. I think he only had to hit 15 or 16 in the second round. He hit 35 or so home runs in the first round.
Dog, what? What field were they playing in?
Interesting you asked that. Coors Field in Denver. So
yep, that's right. I was pretty sure that's where it was.
Yeah,
because it moved from Atlanta, right?
Yep, it was supposed to be in Atlanta. Then the MLB decided to move it amidst some political protests. We don't need to get into that.
Nope, I'm cool with that.
They decided to have all the players wear number 44 in honor of Hank Aaron, which would have made a whole lot more sense if the game stayed in Atlanta.
Yeah, for sure. But...
Trey Mancini, he got second place. He hit 22 home runs in the final round, only hit maybe 16 or 17 in the second, hit 23 in the first round, I believe. He is a cancer survivor. He missed the season last year to undergo some chemotherapy and stuff. And he comes back and gets second place in the home run derby. Incredible story.
Well, yeah, second place in I know you said only like 13 or 15 or 17 home runs. It's like, yeah. And then there's me who misses on T-ball when I was 7.
Yep. But just an incredible story. He's an all-star.
Sure.
Yeah. Showing there is life after a cancer diagnosis. So
yeah, absolutely.
Good job, Trey Mancini. The star of the show, though, was Shohei Ohtani, who he battled Juan Soto of the Nationals in the first round, and they tied after the first round, which means they had a minute to go one-on-one against each other, and they tied after that, so they had a best of 3 swing off.
Really?
Yeah, and Juan Soto hit 3 home runs in 3 swings. Shohei's first swing just hits it in the dirt and it's over. So
that sucks.
yeah. Well, what's your thoughts on Shohei Ohtani?
I think I might be missing this. You might have to update me on this. What am I missing here? Did he say Sinead O'Connor?
No. Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, that's a different person entirely.
Oh my God. Holy. Oh.
Oops.
This is why I'm glad you came on to the show this week, because nothing compares to you. Oh my God. But
Jeez.
I was gonna say, do you even watch baseball?
I haven't been watching it a lot lately. What am I missing here?
Well, I mean, Shohei hit 33 home runs in the first half of the season.
Okay.
He participated in the home run derby tonight. He's going to be the starting pitcher for the American League tomorrow night, and he's going to be batting leadoff as a designated hitter.
Okay.
Something that I don't think has been done since Babe Ruth back in the 20s.
Really?
Yeah. So it's pretty insane to see.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that. Like that's pretty wild that someone's finally catching that.
Yeah. So we're going to get into the Olympics here soon, but Team USA's basketball team, they suck.
No kidding, dog. They choked. Like
Holy
everyone was
cow.
Everyone was like, dog, this is gonna be like one of the best teams. First round gets beat. Just
yeah. These are pre-Olympic kind of pre-Olympic exhibition games, I think is kind of what they're playing. They lost to Nigeria this past weekend after being a 30.5 point favorite. They were 30.5 point favorites and they lost by 2. They lost to Australia tonight. I mean, that's okay. I mean, Australia is actually pretty decent at basketball, but still, I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's just crazy to see that.
Yeah. We have Kevin Durant and Damian Lillard and all these other NBA All-Stars on the team, and we can't win one game.
Well, exactly. Like, it's just wild seeing that.
Yeah.
Because he was. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not impressed with Kevin Durant. Everyone loves Durant, and I'm just not a Durant fan.
Yep.
But that's just me, I guess.
That brings us to our topic. Our top 5 topic tonight. It's our top 5 Summer Olympic sports. I wanted to make sure Summer Olympics, you're not including like snow.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I did not include any of the Winter Olympic sports.
Okay, and we're gonna do this draft style so that we don't have some overlap. So
okay.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me?
I think I'd like to go first if that's all right.
I have a feeling I know what you're gonna pick, but go ahead.
I have a feeling you probably do. All right. So my favorite sport to watch in the Olympics in the summer, it's got to be wrestling. Like,
yep.
As a wrestler, that's my go-to. Like, it's my favorite sport, especially this year, because this year could be a huge year for the United States. Like, I could see us taking home multiple medals and possibly multiple golds. Like, it could be a really big year for the United States.
Yep. Kyle Snyder, I believe is his name. He might be the favorite in was it the heavyweight division?
97 kilograms. Not heavyweight, the second heaviest, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see him on commercials with the WWE all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know
Well, they've been during Raw. They've been showing these commercials where it's like him and Bobby Lashley, and Bobby Lashley's talking about Snyder, and Snyder's like,
Oh, okay.
"Oh yeah, I would love to go there and do something. I was a big Stone Cold Steve Austin fan as a kid." And Bobby's like, "Yeah, he can do whatever he wants, just don't come near me." I guess I'm like, Jesus.
he's
Okay.
he's a really good wrestler, man.
Mm-hmm.
The weight class I think I'm most excited for is 74 kilos, because Jordan Burroughs finally lost his Team USA spot. He finally got beat,
Okay.
and he's had that spot for 10 years, which is, I'm not positive.
Insane.
I'm pretty sure that's longer than anyone's ever held a spot. And he finally got beat by Kyle Dake, and it was a close match. So I'm really excited to see what Kyle Dake's going to do in the Olympics. I really hope he brings home a gold.
All right. So that gives it to me. My number one Olympic sport. It's going to surprise you here. I'm going to go with gymnastics.
Okay, that's a good pick.
We're
Gymnastics are awesome.
we're really good in gymnastics, especially on the women's side. Simone Biles is the GOAT. Holy
Yeah.
cow. I saw a video, I think it was yesterday. She jumped in the air and did something that I can't even describe. It's like a backflip, front flip at the same time. It's insane to watch. And then of course, I can't go anywhere, especially now with the Olympics fastly approaching here within the next couple of weeks. I can't go anywhere without seeing that Michaela Maroney commercial where she goes up to the roof to fetch those guys as frisbee, and it's like, that's right, Michaela Maroney is still very good looking, but
you no argument there, no argument
yeah,
there.
but yeah, I mean, she's amazing. I don't think she's in it this year because I think she's retired from gymnastics. I feel like after you reach like the age of like 28, you're old in gymnastics. It's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, Simone Biles is going to be awesome.
For sure.
All the other people that we have, it's going to be great. So my number 2, since we're going snake draft style, I'm gonna go swimming.
All right. That was my number 2 as well. That's a good pick.
It's gonna be weird to watch a Summer Olympics and not see Michael Phelps. I'm not gonna lie.
That's gonna be crazy. Watch as he comes back in 2024.
I know.
All right. Well, time to get more golds.
I don't even know if Ryan Lochte's dumbass is gonna be doing anything. I don't like Ryan Lochte. He just seems like an idiot.
No.
But Katie Ledecky on the women's side, she is going to be doing a lot of great things.
Yeah.
I look for her to do some damage, so to speak. Speaking of wrestling, we were talking about that because that was your first pick. You mean freestyle wrestling, right?
Yes, freestyle.
Okay, not great, because there's 2 kinds of wrestling in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm. You are correct. I wasn't sure if we were including free or both
specifics. You don't really have to, but I mean, that's what I was expecting, kind of.
Yeah, I just included them as one if that works out. If not, then I wonder what my number 2 pick will be.
All right, let's see.
All right, well, if we're including wrestling as just one, then I got to go with track. It's always sick seeing people like those people who can just cook in the 100.
Okay.
Like track is like, it sounds weird. It's one of those sports that like is really fun to watch. Like when people are like especially good. Like
Oh, Usain Bolt.
yeah, he's insanely fast. He's not running in this one, right?
I don't think so. I think he's done.
Well, I mean, he's probably tired from carrying like 4 pounds of gold on him all the time.
Yeah.
But like Team USA has that girl who's just a beast, and she's like 35, just cooking everyone in the 100. It's insane to see.
And then there's also in the pole vault, there's the guy from USD.
Absolutely, that's another one that's
Chris
especially
Nelson.
super exciting for South Dakota to have. Or is he from South Dakota? I don't think he's from.
I
South
don't think
Dakota,
he's
actually.
from here, but he goes to school here, or he went to
Yeah,
school here, I should say.
someone who went to USD and competing in the Olympic, like it's crazy to see. So that's really exciting. Really, really looking forward to seeing how that goes for him. Hopefully, well. But yeah, tracks number 3
All right. What's tracks number 2, you mean?
or 2, number 2. My bad. And then since we're going snake style, for my number 3 pick, gonna go with one, maybe a little. Actually, no, not surprising at all. Judo.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know anyone who's in it right now, but it is so fun to watch because, like, man, you just see people getting tossed. Like, it is
Yeah.
great. Like, it's not super hard to watch and get into. It's just a good time to enjoy it. Like, I enjoy judo a lot. Like, it's pretty sweet to watch, especially since it's kind of similar to wrestling, just
Yeah.
a little bit different. But yeah, number 3
It's
pick.
that's what Ronda Rousey came up in.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that's what Ronda Rousey came up in. I'll be honest. Every time I hear the word judo, I instantly think of Austin Powers. Judo chop.
Yep. Yep.
I
Who throws a shoe?
I instantly think of that. It's a good pick. So my
Yeah.
number 3 pick.
Okay.
You know what? Get the bonk sticker ready. We're going beach volleyball.
What?
Yeah, we're going beach volleyball. Misty May trainer, Carrie Walsh Jennings, just the most unbeatable duo in beach volleyball
Yeah.
history. They were awesome. And it's honestly, it's one of those sports that you watch and you're like, yeah, I'll stick around for a set or two. It's one of those for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, beach volleyball. I mean, your thoughts?
I mean, nope, didn't make my top 10, but I mean, nah, beach. Part of it is I am awful at volleyball. Oh my god, am I terrible? Like one of the worst volleyball players ever.
Oh yeah.
Like, especially like when we had like in high school when it was like homecoming and you'd have powder puff volleyball and you'd have all the guys from all the
The
classes
Iron
going
Man.
out.
Yeah. Yep.
Lord, am I terrible at that?
So number 4.
Mhm.
Are you ready for my number 4 pick?
Okay.
Water polo. It's basically it combines basically rugby with swimming, and it's awesome. Like it's surprisingly violent because people will like hold you down while you're trying to pass the ball to your teammate, and it's insane.
Epic sport. I love water polo.
Yeah.
Played, but I'd like to.
Would you ever consider playing water polo?
Oh, for sure. At
Okay.
Northern, God no. It's like, oh look, Bryce is drowning. Oh, well, that sucks. All right, let's get back to the game now.
Yep.
Nah, it's a sweet sport for sure.
What's your number 4 pick?
Number 4, kind of similar to water polo, like you mentioned, rugby.
Oh, okay. Do you
Rugby is
understand rugby? That's the first question, because I kind of
not
don't.
well. No, but it's an awesome sport to watch. I think it's great. Like I
I
can't tell you anything that goes on because I don't understand it, but it's really entertaining to watch, and it's something I would like to watch more of, honestly.
I believe it's similar in a lot of respects to football. You know,
Yeah,
there's
kind of similar to
touchdowns
that.
and stuff. There's
Yep.
goals, things like that.
hmm
Yep, not bad.
But it's a cool sport, man. It
And,
looks like a
and
lot of fun.
and America isn't too terrible in it either.
It's not our best sport, but we could be
No,
worse at it.
I believe Fiji is actually incredible at it. Fiji or New Zealand, one of those
Yeah, I'd.
two nations.
I mean, I
Like
could
the All
believe it.
Blacks, I believe is what they're called. The All Blacks. They're
Interesting. Okay.
one of the most like they're like the New York Yankees of rugby.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hate the Yankees. Sorry,
No, I
Scotty.
know.
I don't know.
I know.
Yankees can go. No, probably shouldn't say that.
But I'm talking
yeah,
I'm talking like name recognition though.
yeah. No, I hear that though. Uh,
Your next pick.
my last spot, my number 5 spot, weightlifting. Now that's an. It might seem like an odd pick, but
Interesting.
man, as someone who moves the iron around every once in a while, it's kind of cool seeing the guys who are the best ever.
You act like you bench press 285 pounds. Like,
No,
come
I
on.
don't. I wish. I wish I was huge. Nah, you see those guys, it's like, sweet. All right, I'm finally cleaning 135, and it's like, I just cleaned 880. What?
Yeah.
How are you doing that? And where do I get some?
Yep.
Now, those guys are crazy. I enjoy it, like just seeing like how swole people are.
All right. That's a interesting thing. I've covered a
It's
few weightlifting events.
mhm,
It's an interesting time. I'll just say that.
for sure.
Yeah, interesting time. I actually live not far from the gym that sponsors the state weightlifting thing. It's
Really, that's
literally
pretty cool.
yeah, it's literally a block from my house. The Hero
Interesting.
Gym.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, my number 5 pick, my final pick. There's a lot that I can pick from. There's one that I'm sure a lot of people would expect me to pick, given my background with the hoops. I'm actually not going to pick basketball. I'm actually
I
not
respect
going
that.
to. I'm gonna pick badminton.
Okay.
Badminton is one of those like very weird sports. It's like
Yeah.
whenever you watch it, you're like, am I watching the Olympics or ESPN 8 the Ocho? Like, what the hell is going on right now? Is dodgeball gonna be next? Like,
God, I hope so.
badminton it's a fun sport, I think.
It's a lot of fun to play. We played that in PE when I was a
Yep.
freshman
PE,
with
yeah.
Sandy Junkie. And man, did we get competitive just because like it's so much fun to play.
Yep. Now I could have picked its kind of cousin, so to speak, in tennis, but I decided against it. Olympic tennis is great, mainly because it's always on in the morning, and
Yeah.
and usually, if you're watching the Olympics, sometimes you might go out the night before and watch, swimming at the bar. Might be a little
Yep.
hungover. You
Mhm.
wake up and you turn on the TV and Roger Federer is playing. It's like, oh, okay. That happened to me in
Yeah.
2012.
Okay.
I'm speaking from experience there. Other ones that I had as honorable mentions: boxing. Boxing is
Yeah.
awesome in the
Boxing's
Olympics.
great. It's really cool.
And I don't know if you've ever seen this, but race walking. Have you seen
I
race
haven't.
walking?
No, I have not.
It's people like doing this for like 3 miles, and it's insane. It's just like they're just walking, and it's like, oh, and I'm like, dude, I could do that. That looks fun.
That sounds like the most awful sport to watch, though. It's like you watch people in like the track. It's like, all right, running like 3:45 miles, and then it's like now you just see people just cooking in a walk. It's like, what is going on?
Oh yeah, and it's always one of those. It's kind of like badminton where you think you're watching ESP8 the Ocho. It's one of those where you're like, God, am I imagining this? Am I on drugs right now? Like,
am I actually watching this?
yeah, I'm
Why
not
do
sure
I
if
watch so
I'm not
much?
sure if it's in the Olympics this year, but race walking. Yeah. Speaking of basketball, I know we mentioned it earlier. 3-on-3 basketball in the Olympics this year.
Yep, I saw that. Who
Yep.
is on that team for us, by the way? I don't know.
I have no clue. I don't
Okay.
know. But yeah, also BMX biking and I think skateboarding and things like that are. So basically,
Yep.
we've turned the Olympics into the X Games, is what I'm saying.
You know what? I'm okay with it because it's really fun watching that stuff.
Yeah, I can't wait for Travis Pastrana to get an Olympic gold medal after doing a backflip on a motorcycle.
Pretty excited. Pretty excited to go watch Kyle do a sick ollie on his skateboard and get a bronze for us. Let's go, Kyle. Sponsored by Monster.
That makes me wonder. I don't know. I mean, you're at your computer right now, as am I. But I wonder, has Tony Hawk ever won an Olympic gold medal?
I don't know.
I don't think skateboarding's been in the. But
yeah,
you have to think.
like
Wouldn't he try for one? I mean, I know he's like 50 years old, but still.
yeah, I don't know, man. Like
Bob Burnquist, get him out there.
yeah, that'd be sweet.
Your video. Oh, there you are. You're back.
Okay.
Cool. But yeah, get Bob Burnquist or Bucky Lassick or Eli.
Yeah.
What was his name? Bam Margera. Get Bam Margera out there and have him, try and, because he was in those Tony Hawk games. Have him try and do a skateboarding trick while getting hit in the nuts by Chris Pontius. Give me that.
Did you ever play any of those skateboarding games like Tony Hawk or like
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was huge when I was probably 10, 11 years old. I think is when around the time it came out.
Tony Hawk's awesome. Those games are a lot of fun.
Yeah. The one version of Tony Hawk I've never tried, but I always kind of wanted to, was the version where you had an actual skateboard but it was like a video game skateboard, not like a real skateboard. And so you had to kind of try and do actual, like, what's the point of that? Why don't you just get a regular skateboard then?
Yeah.
If you're
at that point, just learn how to.
I when I was in college, I used to play around on the ripstick a time or two, and then I got a longboard, and
yep.
I'll be honest, I don't skateboard enough to even have one, so I let it go. My skateboarding days are done.
Oh shoot! What a loss the community is at. That we will no longer see Scotty just whipping around pier on the long, pulling up to Zestos.
well, in order to get to Zestos, you have to go uphill. So I mean,
that'd be unfortunate.
Yeah. So yep, that's it. You have any closing thoughts before the post-show debriefing?
Not really. Thinking is not one of my strong suits, Scotty. You know this.
Oh, oh man. It's been too long. It's been way too
Yup.
long.
It sure has, dude.
Thanks for coming on. Stay on here for a little bit.
Yeah, for
Thanks
sure.
for coming on.